Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Gosh, wait a couple of seconds. Hope somebody comes in the room. Got a lot to talk about today. All righty. Hello, hello, hello. Somebody's in the room. Hello. Come on over to chat. Let me know who's in here with me. Good morning, Gayleen. How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Well, girl, I got some news to tell. Hello. Let's see if I can say this right. Ooh, all to Irene? All to Irene? Did I say that right? All to Irene? Hello, hello. I am glad you are here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let us get to going. All right. I'm going to start off with the weather. Good morning, Libra lady. Hello. Glad you're listening while you work. Don't get in trouble, though. All right. For those of you guys who are on the East Coast, like I said last week, there are hurricanes lining up in the Atlantic. Okay. The weather situation is about to come. It's about to be ridiculous, guys. If you're on the East Coast, prepare. Prepare for cold. Prepare for flooding. Prepare for food shortages. Again, these food shortages are man-made. But whether they're man-made or not, what they're going to do, what they're going to wind up doing is raising the price of groceries ridiculously high. Okay, all of this during the pandemic. So, for all of you guys who are on here, please like and share this video so we can get as many people in here as possible. I really need to get this message out to as many people as possible, especially people living on the East Coast. Okay, so coming down from Canada right now is a freakish cold front that is going to come across Ohio, Michigan. Oh, this is all in the northeastern states. It's going to come across. It's going to be a big, huge, horrible storm that is going to press down. It's cold weather, and it's going to collide with the warm weather that's already in place. This is going to stir up a lot of tornadoes. Guys, we are going to have crazy weather events for the rest of this month. Across the Midwest, we're going to have tornadoes spurred on by this cold front. So from Texas all the way across, if you are in Tornado Alley, be prepared. The atmosphere is setting itself up to be primed for multiples, just multiples. It's going to be like as soon as one event is over, the next event is on us. And guys, on the West Coast, we are not going to be saved from this either. This is a culmination of what is going on with the planet. This is a change. This is our final wake up call, if you want to call it that. This is the exclamation point. California is on fire. So is Washington, so is Oregon. All those burned forests have weakened the tree root system, priming everything for landslides. There's going to be a water event. There's going to be heavy, heavy rains. It could possibly be from uh, on the coast from waves coming in. There are earthquakes happening all over this planet that are causing multiples of volcanoes to erupt. In the next 10 days, there will be another two huge volcanic eruptions that are going to happen. Not in the United States. I believe one is going to be, I want to say, near Mexico or off the coast in the ocean. And then one is going to be, and near Africa. Another off the Canary Islands. Oh my goodness. Another off the Canary Islands. Guys, this might be the one that will cause a tsunami. Okay. Not to mention all the hurricanes that are lining off, coming off the coast of Africa. The East Coast is going to be in peril. Not to scare, to make aware. If you canned goods, don't get more than you can tote, or else you're just going to be wasting it. Okay. The food shortages, prepare for 8 to 10 days of food shortages. Okay. Where you're not going to be able to get things easily. After that, things will come back to where you can get things, but the prices are going to be ridiculous. This is man-made. This is big business that are going to start showing who they truly are. They are going to start price gouging on food, on fuel, on everything. Prepare. Go out, fill your car today. If you have a couple of cans to put in your garage, fill those. If you're on the East Coast. And this is specific for the guys on the East Coast now. This is not for everybody in the United States. This is the East Coast that's going to be affected by these weather patterns. So everybody that's in the central United States and West, prepare, but don't hoard, please. Everybody needs supplies. Do not be selfish and cause further harm. A couple days is all you need. Don't go try to buy out the store on stuff that you're never going to eat and will be on your shelf forever. Don't do that. But for you guys on the East Coast, make sure that you have at least a couple days of food. Non-perishable foods. So canned foods, canned beans, meats, canned things that don't have to be cooked, because electricity is going to be a problem. Okay? Electricity is going to be a problem. Get a couple of 5-gallon buckets, water storage containers, so that you will have drinking water. Guys, again, prepare. This winter is going to be epic across the board. Okay, let me get over here and say hi. Hello. Altu Irene, like you said, I said it right. Libra Lady, hello. Michelle Peterson, hello. Hello. Sharon Sipe, hi. Hello. And I think that's everybody that's in. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Again, please, everybody that's in here, please like and share this video on different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, just to get people in here so that they can hear this warning of what is coming. And it's coming fast, guys. Okay. I didn't write this down because I really wasn't planning on coming on here. Okay. I'm going to talk about, even though I really don't want to talk about politics, I'm going to talk about the politics. Discernment, guys. Right now, it is imperative to be discerning. There is so much false information, flat out lies that is being generated from the left. These lies about that the Republicans are going to that the Democrats are going to take away Social Security, retirement benefits to allow what they're calling illegal aliens to come in. So, guys, words matter. First of all, people that we allow into the country are not illegal. Okay. So we have to stop that. We have to squash it and put it down when we hear it. People who come into this country through a border crossing are legal immigrants. The right likes to use the word illegal to stoke fear and hatred. And this is the one thing that everybody must be aware of. Fear and hatred is the driving force of everything that is going on in this country right now. The reason that we are behind on vaccinations, behind on people behaving responsibly, is because of the lying that is allowed to go on, the misrepresentation of everything that is important, and the lack of pushback from those that are supposed to be protecting us. Guys, I have a problem with this. I have a problem that Democrats with a platform are not screaming and calling and shouting out every lie that the right is speaking. They are allowing the lie to grow. Like I said in the last video, it keeps growing. It has developed its own persona. This is dangerous. The GOP is very effectively killing its base, turning its base into kamikaze pilots, into suicide bombers. These people don't believe that this virus is real, but they do know it's real. This is the whole, I say the Dunning-Kruger, but this is willful ignorance. It's not even ignorance. These people, eyes wide open, knowing what this is, just choose, because this is a choice. They have chosen to believe the lie that they know is a lie. These people, at this point in the game, there is almost nobody in the United States who has not been touched by COVID-19. Somebody in their family has either fallen ill or died. Somebody's friend has had it. Somebody's kid has had it. I can say that at this point, there is very few people who can honestly say that COVID has affected them in some type of way. And this includes all the right-wingers that are still unmasking. Guys, these guys are suicide bombers. They are out to kill us. That is why they are trying to take people's masks off their faces again, behaving badly. But we have to take our own safety in our own hands. Okay? It's already evident that our government can't do everything. But the GOP is proving that if you have a voice and a platform, they can mess stuff up real bad. We're not fighting that. We are not consciously fighting, pushing back on all this garbage that is being spewed by these people. Okay? Guys, if you have not noticed, things are changing. Things are changing at an incredible pace. If you are watching me right now, you are on the path to enlightenment. You feel things, you know things, you understand things are not as they appear. You know that there are forces at work, okay? If you're watching this, you know that there is so much more that is bigger than us, that is here with us, okay? The veil is thin. If you're having vivid dreams, if you're feeling, guys, let me tell you what should be happening to a lot of my starseeds right now, a lot of my awakening people, okay? Number one, a lot of you are going to find yourself suddenly coming into balance. It's like yesterday everything was topsy-turvy, and today it's like you have clarity. A lot of the symptoms, the headaches, the nausea, the diarrhea, the ascension symptoms that we have been suffering this whole last month, that should have come to a head about 48 hours ago. Let's say, if you think about this weekend, if you at some point had a really bad stomach ache or a really bad headache, and you had to literally purge things out of your body to wake up the next day and feel lighter and more refreshed with more clarity. A lot of you may have started to realize that the gifts that you were given are being awakened, that some of you may be able to communicate with others telepathically. This is for real, guys. Things are happening. We are magical beings, and we have the ability to do things that they have told us our whole lives that we were not able to do. Okay? We fly in airplanes because we made a machine that could sit on the air, even though it was heavier than the air. That was created. Inside of us, we have the ability to do that as well. What's holding us back is the belief in ourselves that we can do it, because we have been told that we can't. Okay? The electricity that we pay for, guys, in the ancient times, they did not live in the dark. They did not live just by firelight. Okay? This world has been changed over and over again. Our memories have been changed. Any of you guys that know anything about the Mandela effect, about, like the Berenstain Bears or movies that they said never happened, pay attention every day when you go out. We cross timelines. Things are different on different timelines. It might just be the color of a sign that you pass every day, or the name of a business that you pass every day might change one day, and you notice that and say, I never knew that was the name of that place, just for a few days later for it to go back to the name that it was. Guys, this really happens. We live in multiple timelines. We cross them all the time. Deja vu is a crossing of timelines. Okay, now I want to get back. I want to say this about the girl who was murdered in the Grand Teton National Forest. Okay. I don't know if I had put it on here, but I had predicted that her body would be found, that she was lying next to a creek. I know what I did. I didn't put it on here. I had put it on a comment on Linda G's page. And I said, what I saw the girl, she was deceased, laying in a canyon near a creek. Her body was not hidden. What I feel happened is that these two were having problems. He drove off the trail to a place that was not set up for camping. They had been fighting for days, and they could not get away from each other. It got violent. I want to say he hit her, but I feel like when she fell, she hit her head on a rock. He could have hit her with a rock too, but I feel the back of her head hit a rock, and I believe that was that gave her a concussion and a really bad head injury. It didn't kill her though. Okay, that is not what killed her. He stayed with her for days. He stayed with her until she died. Okay, he stayed with her body until she died. He didn't do anything to help her. He may have hurt her further, but he stayed with her body. He hiked out of the canyon, leaving the van where it was. The van wasn't where her body was, though. Where the murder happened and where the van was parked was in two different places. But he hiked out of the canyon and hitchhiked. He made a circle. Basically, he knew what he was doing. He was trying to give himself an alibi. He came and he hitchhiked. He hitchhiked a circle to where he got basically brought back to where he had hiked out. He went back down, got in the van, and drove nonstop to Florida. Okay? He drove to his parents' house. He is still in Florida. I feel that he is in a root cellar or a basement, unfinished basement, a very damp, dank, wet place. He's hungry. He's psychotic. He's very psychotic. He's not eating. He hasn't bathed in days. I feel like the police are going to find him. I want to say today that they are going to find him today or sometime later on this week. But I feel like somebody has given them a tip and they are going to go get him. And they're going to go get him. No incident. They're just going to go handcuff him and take him to jail. There's not going to be a fight or nothing. They're just going to get him, and we'll hear about that later. Okay. If anybody's thinking that, that he's run, the only place he ran home. And now he's in hiding in Florida. He may even be somewhere on his parents' property. If there's a dug out place, it looks like a basement to me, or a root cellar, or a place where old moonshiners used to put their whiskey. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. It's a hole with a board or something covering the top, but it's a deep hole. It's got steps that goes down, and he's been in there for about a week, close to a week now. But he's run out of food, and he's living in a bad space, as you can probably imagine, from somebody who killed somebody that they say they love. So he's been alone with his demons for all this time. So he is not in a good place. Okay. Let me get back over here and say hello. Okay, let's see. Who else? Hi, Annie. Hello. I am glad you're here. Michaela, hello. How are you? Annie and Risa. Hello, Risa. Oh, my goodness. I am so excited to see you here. And everybody, here's my puppy. Here's little Bailey. Bailey's not so little no more. She's got her little black dress on. She just got spayed last week. So we put the little onesie on her so she doesn't have to wear that awful, horrible comb. And this is a great thing. So if you guys have puppies that need to be spayed, they make this onesie outfit fit that snaps around their tail that keeps them from licking their tummies. It's a great thing. Okay. Thank you, Risa. That's my baby. She's my heart. Okay. So for everybody who came in late, like I said, if you're on the East Coast, prepare. There is a nor'easter coming. It's coming down from Canada. It's going to go across the Ohio Valley, Michigan. That's going towards the coast. So that cold air is going to hit the warm air, which is coming in with all the hurricanes that are coming. So that's going to drop the temperature, and it's going to cause a very bad freeze effect in the greater northeastern portion of the United States. And this, guys, this is a 10-day. This is a 10-day weather prediction, okay? So this is all the way out through the end of September. The hurricanes, there are 3 of them. The hurricanes that are coming off the coast of Africa, 2 named, both will cause coastal flooding and a lot of water inundation on the East Coast. Florida, on the first one, is going to be kind of spared. The third hurricane that hasn't been named yet is going to hit the eastern part of Florida, and that's going to be a huge water event. I see lots and lots of flooding on the tip of Florida. At the tip of Florida, the Keys, in the Caribbean is going to be, oh gosh, it's going to be hit really hard with the third tornado. It has not been named yet, but that third tornado is going to hit the Keys and southeastern Florida. Okay. In the Gulf of Mexico, again, guys, the Gulf of Mexico is going to get hammered over and over and over from lower South America through that Gulf of Mexico around Cuba. It is going to be tremendous weather events. Not so much hurricanes as tropical storms and tropical depressions that are going to carry a lot of water. Texans, again, you need to prepare just like the Eastern Coast does with your food. Make sure you have at least candles. Guys, buy a Jackery to at least turn some lights on or a heater on. They cost like $100. Some of them are even cheaper than that. They have a foldable solar panel. This can keep you warm when the electricity goes out, because you can charge this pack and run it for hours, even intermittently, as you need it to just try to keep yourself warm, okay? We must prepare. Things are going to change. You must take an investment of what is important to you. Guys, a lot of people have already lost their homes. More will. This is the reality of what is happening. The flooding. The flooding is happening so often that the houses can't be rebuilt. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are displaced right now. Okay? We have to take account for our own well-being. Prepare. Don't hoard. Please do not hoard. Everybody needs. Stock up on canned goods, enough for a week, and canned meats if you eat meat. If you are vegan, please stock up on some canned fruits and vegetables and whatever else. Learn how to make bread. It's real simple. You don't want to learn how to make bread? Learn how to make tortillas. Learn how to make some type of dough that you can use to enhance your meals, to give some extra caloric value. The next couple months are going to be intense. We're going to see big businesses behaving their absolute best. Their absolute worst. They're going to show that they have no consideration for humans, only for the dollar. These corporations to pay taxes, and this is not the majority of corporations. These are the giant corporations, the ones that have never paid taxes. I'm talking about the Koch brothers, the ones who if they just paid what they owed in 1 year, we could fix the infrastructure in this nation. This is what we're fighting against. We are fighting against the elite. We are at the mercy of Gaia, but we still have options and choices that we can make. Guys, I keep talking about these three choices: service to self, service to others, and service to source. These are the three choices that we have, and we have to make one of them. Service to self. That means I'm going to live my life for me. Don't give a blank about nobody else. I'm going to do me and don't care. That's a choice you can make. Choice number 2, service to others. That means you are going to be literally a public servant. Light workers, empaths, you've been doing this your whole life. Okay? This is just service to others. The choice that, sure, I'd love to have, but I want all my fellow men to have exactly what I have, and I will work to help make sure that nobody is hungry. That's service to others. Service to source. That is service to God or the universe, your higher self, the higher intention, okay? Whatever you want to call it. This is the highest, is the loneliest, is the hardest. Oh my goodness. Because you are in service. And like I say, these are our spiritualists, the ones who help the most broken at their most broken. These people are the ones who take the babies, the crack babies, the drug babies that can't be consoled, that scream 24 hours. That these are the people who take them and breathe love and life into these babies and break them out of the prison that they were born into and send them out into the world as the beautiful butterfly spirits that they are. Those are the people in service to source. And that's a whole range of people. Okay. But we have a choice to make. And our choice is important because it will determine where we land in the next dimension. Okay. The right is bringing the book of Revelations to life. They are doing their damnedest to bring the book of Revelation to life. This is what they want. They want to create havoc. They want chaos. Guys, they are going to get it. You don't have to be a part of it, though. The reality that they are creating, like I keep saying, these timelines, they are creating this in a specific timeline. Now, you may cross through this timeline at places and be in some really dark places, but working on yourself, keeping your intentions high, setting your intention for what you want, creating that space that you want to live in. This is where we are. We are in the creation phase because through destruction comes creation. Through death comes birth. Okay? And this pulling apart of the 3D to the 4D to the 5D, that is what is happening. It's always been happening. We've just been in different places. And I know this sounds kind of crazy, but you guys know this is true. Okay? We have to live. We have to consciously envision, create the world that we want to live in. Visualize it, see it, put your feet in it, get comfortable. Envision the people who are there with you, the relationships that you want. Set your intention. This is so important. Awaken all those inner places in your body. Guys, our chakras are lit up right now. We are in the creation phase. We can affect so much change with our thoughts, with our voices, and with our intentions. It is time to remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember why you came here. A lot of us have completed our mission and we're just waiting. But in that waiting, there is opportunity to help others. There is always opportunity to share our gifts with others. Our gifts were given to us for free. Share them for free. Think good thoughts. That is so important. Thought forms materialize into real things. If you think that you're going to have a bad day and you think that everyone is against you and they're talking about you, your whole being is going to make that your reality. Your thoughts have power. Change the way you think. Change what you think about. What is actually important to you and what is trivial, nonsensical noise. Turn the television off. There is nothing on the television. I'm talking about MSNBC, CNN, all those big and little news networks. Turn it off, please. They are regurgitating the same 4 stories. That's all they're doing. Regurgitating the same 4 stories. They keep you focused on what they want you focused on. They're not talking about these weather events that are coming. They're not talking about the fact that Texas can't keep its lights on, and we're not even in winter yet. They're not talking about this. They have us fixated on the abortion ban in Texas, which is nonsensical, guys. Okay? They have it's a distraction. Squirrel. Okay? Look over here. Look, we're doing something crazy over here to keep you from looking at the real crazy stuff we're doing over here that's going to affect your life. Okay? That's going to affect your actual life, whether you breathe. Okay? Don't get drawn into this drama. Open your eyes so that you can see where the distractions and deceivements are. All these talking points, distractions. Guys, this is the time to look within ourselves, to decide for ourselves who we are, what we stand for, what we are going to allow to happen on our watch. We are as responsible for our reality. Actually, we are the only ones responsible for our reality. Because if we are uncomfortable where we are and we are doing nothing to change that, then we have said, this is where I want to be and this is how I want to live. Our power to change, to grow, it comes from us, from inside of us. Inventions happen because of that spark, the thought form brought to life. That's real magic. Thinking changes the way things appear. I'm not saying overthinking. I'm saying allowing yourself to trust yourself enough to believe that if I have a need, that I can think that need, I can speak that need, and it will be resolved. There's nobody in this room that hasn't had something that they needed just kind of magically appear after you've said, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to get this, but I need this. Every one of us has at least one. I have thousands of those instances. Okay? We have to look back on our life to see the miracles that happened, to see when we were in such a bad space, such a bad way, how we made it through, what pulled us out, what thought form we changed to bring us out of that depression or out of that cave that we were stuck in. Okay? We are so much more than we have been taught we are. They don't teach us to be sensitive in school. Why? Why don't they teach us how to cope with our emotions in school? Things that we really need to learn. The reason why don't they teach us how to meditate and be silent and go inside in school? Why don't we teach this to little children to deal with stress? Okay? The reason that they don't teach it is because when you are a little ball of stress, spinning around like a pinball, they can guide you where they want you to go. When you learn how to control your energy, when you learn that your thought forms affect your daily life, your world changes. You're not a slave at that point, okay? So, teach your children. Teach them how to meditate. Teach your grandchildren how to meditate. Teach them that silence is a good thing. Teach them to listen more than they speak. Teach them, show them how to self-care, how to self-love. We have so many little children that are living in complete hellish landscapes. Parents that are too busy in their devices, can't look up from their phone or iPad to give their child attention, who just buy their child a platform and as many games to keep them out of their sight. We have a whole generation. We have 2 generations now of children who cannot talk to each other because the only way that they have ever communicated is through a screen. Okay? And last year did not help when every child had to do school online. So we have online school, and then we have children doing nothing in their spare times but playing violent, ultra violent, graphic violence, or graphic sexual, or graphic games. All the things that we really don't want our children learning. We let them stay locked in a room and they are absorbing it like a sponge. They are being programmed and we're allowing it. Guys, we got to learn how to talk to each other again. We got to be families again. We got to take walks together, talk about our day with each other, physically touch each other. That is so important. We've forgotten so much. We've let so much just happen. We've got to bring it back. Okay, let's see. Okay, does anybody have any questions they'd like me to answer? Okay, Libra Lady says, I'm in Michigan, Metro Detroit, and I work remotely. Car tank is full, grocery shop today. Plenty in the pantry and freezer here. I have a propane generator, wood burners, and firewood. Thanks. Good job, Libra Lady. That is how you are prepared. Yes. And you guys, if you have means, if you are well off, some items are very cheap. And if you could purchase them just to gift to other people, how much of a blessing could you be? How much of a blessing could you be? A Jackery, guys, literally $100. Can charge your phone, can run a space heater, can run lights, maybe not a whole house full, but, a lamp in a room where you're not in the dark, a heater in a room where you're not freezing, okay? If you can help, please be a help to others, okay? Like I said, if anybody has any questions, please, if you have any questions about what's going on, about anything, please go ahead, feel free right now to ask in the chat. Here's your free reading, basically. Free questions, anything you'd like to know. Can't hide from oh, hi, Harry's mom. I didn't see you come in. Let me see who else is in here. Okay. Nobody has any questions? All right, guys. All right, I'm not going to make this too long. Be prepared. Figure out what's important to you and work on that. Work on your inner self, on your highest being. Things are changing. Don't be afraid. A lot of us, if you're a light worker, a lot of us are going to see what's going on and not be physically affected so much by the things that are happening. Okay? But some of us will be right directly in the eye of the storm. And how you respond, how you prepare will determine your mental and physical well-being when you come out the other side. This is going to be one of the harshest winters of our lives. Okay? There will be more sickness with this COVID and the flu season and the stupidity. Protect yourselves. In whatever way you need to protect yourselves, protect yourselves. Don't be ignorant. These are real viruses. These are real dead people. Use your discretion. Use your discernment. Filter out the voices that you should not be listening to. And that includes me. If your discernment says, don't listen to me, don't listen to me. Okay? Discernment is key. Lead with your heart. Listen with your heart. You know, that is really your truth detector. It really is. And put down the devices. Go outside, have a look at the night sky. Things are changing, guys. Become one with yourself. Meditate, get centered. Set your intentions to what you want. Create the world that you want to live in and start living in it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself and please take care of others. Have a great day, guys. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Bye-bye.